Welcome to day 23 of our 25 most notable bourbons of 2022. That's a lot of, I'm not gonna get used to the 20s.
22.
Just say 20s.
Yeah, that's a lot. This is pretty much impossible, but we're gonna give it a go.
And not yet. He won't take my directions.
It's going this way, so it changes, by the way, when you stop it, so that's why.
It has a mind of its own.
Yeah, it's gonna be this one. Hello and welcome back. Here we go again. The hits just keep coming.
And they don't stop coming.
They don't stop coming. Zesty oak.
Yeah, I totally get that. And then there's like woodsy and earthy, but then there's that pop of a zest in there. And I don't know what it is exactly. Is it spiced or is it like flamed orange peel or is it like lemon zest? I don't know, but it's got a pop.
Flamed orange peel is the best thing that I've heard, including what I've been saying in my mind for the citrus. But I feel like the citrus is being overpowered by this slight nuttiness, which I can only describe as like pistachio?
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 That's right.
Can I have some skaketi?
Oh my gosh, a child, a literal child.
Pistachio. I knew I was gonna get it wrong. I was like, just roll into it, Chad. Just don't even, if you
think about it.
Yeah, if you second guess yourself, you do it wrong. It's pistachio. With some spaghetti.
He
scared
himself into it.
Yeah, but pistachio. Oh no.
Give it another try.
Mm-mm.
Pistachio.
Yes. Pistachio.
Added to the list of words Chad needs to work on.
Just when I get
say Massachusetts
down, I can't say pistachio.
There, you did it.
Hey, yeah, but that's what I get in there. That's sort of that nuttiness, and I don't know if I've ever said that on a bourbon before.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a specific kind of nuttiness for sure, or like pistachio cake. It's like a more of a lightly nutty. It's not peanutty.
Yes,
or like,
but a pistachio cake, I feel like doesn't have the inherent nuttiness. The actual
agreed
nut does. All right, to your health.
I think pistachio is a very good note.
But I also get that honey and a little bit of leather.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some perception of age here.
I get some of the same notes from the nose that we talked about, like that little bit of zest and that woodsy, earthy, oaky.
Very earthy.
But like a different kind of, not your traditional oakiness. It's like campfire wood or something. Like it's different. It's got more of an earthy vibe to it.
Yeah, it's almost like if you're used to burning...
A fuzz.
You're good? If it's like you're used to burning, and this is an analogy, not from experience, but it's just like burning younger wood, and then all of a sudden you toss on this log that's like 150 years old. It just burns differently, or there's a different experience that comes from it. You're like, I know that's oak. It's oak because I've experienced it 100 times, but that's different somehow.
Yeah, something
it's just
funky about this one. I get a little bit of cherry in there too.
Maybe it's cocoa or dark chocolate or cacao. It's like almost a little bitter when you let it roll into the finish too.
I feel like the bitterness is coming though from the more of the woodsy note.
Yeah.
Like it's like
I agree.
Bitter wood and
a little dry.
A little dry.
Yeah. I enjoy the finish.
It's puzzling. I can't quite put my finger on what it is.
I don't know, the nose, I feel like the nose and the palate might be kind of tied. The mouthfeel and the finish are being dinged a little bit by the slight dryness.
Mm-hmm.
I overall enjoy it, but it is a little different.
I do enjoy it, but I do enjoy it a lot. It's just, I'm having trouble, verbalizing what's happening.
I don't think I've ever had chestnuts roasting on an open fire, but maybe that's this. It's like the nuttiness roasted, toasted, and charred.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's good. I like it. It's different.
It's different.
I feel like this would also be one of those we sort of file under in a specific mood. Like I want something really dark, earthy, a little nutty.
Not funky, but like a touch, just different than your than your classic oak caramel vanilla. Like this is different than your classics. It's playing a little bit of a...
It's a remix of a classic.
It's a remix on a classic cover.
Yeah.
Or not a classic cover, it's a cover.
Yeah,
it's a classic. I don't know.
It's a remix or a cover of a classic.
A classic, yeah.
A staple. Well, I don't even talk about what I think it is because I want to tell you about whiskyambitions.com. I just can't wait. It's our home on the internet where you can get, this new t-shirt. This is a fairly new t-shirt as well. Of course, all of our glassware, additional t-shirts, hats, and hoodies. And
are there t-shirts there though?
There's t-shirts there. It's like a lot of t-shirts there. and bottle cut candles and more. That's at whiskeyambitions.com, smartass.
You can become a patron at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight and join our community for how much, Chad?
As little as $1 a month.
That's right. And you can sponsor these two sad faces.
Oh my God.
I'm on one today. That's where we put out exclusive content as well as where we release our barrel picks, and we've got some exciting stuff coming up there. So stay tuned or go check it out. Do whatever.
Finish the episode, then go check it out.
Okay. So as far as guesses go, have we had the barrel vantage yet?
We have not.
Okay, there's two reasons why I think that this might be it.
Can I guess one of them? The nuttiness is the Tennessee element of Vantage.
Yes, and it's finished in, Mizunara, French, and Toasted American Oak. And so I think those interesting wood notes are where that's coming from. Now, I could be wrong, but these are clues, and I like to play with the clues that I have. So in a game where I'm guessing, I don't want to guess anymore because I've also guessed this like 5 times.
I know.
And been wrong, but I feel like for these reasons, this is what has led me down this path. One day I'll be right.
Yeah. See, here.
Let me be right.
I was thinking maybe it might be the Forgate Indiana Foundation because the proofs seem to fit.
I think it drinks a little hotter.
Seems to fit, although I would call this older than 10 years by the perception of the age. But I like your clues better. So let's just find out.
Let's just find out.
Shall we?
Just tell me I'm wrong, Chad. I can't wait.
We have been drinking Elijah Craig Barrel Proof
I'm never guessing again. I'm never guessing again in my whole life.
Tune in tomorrow when it will be Vantage.
Ever. I'm done. My confidence is on,
shattered.
Underneath the floor. Where the floor is,
you started out so good. When you had a larger pool, you were actually doing better.
Because you know what the problem is because I psych myself out because the fewer
it has to be
fewer in the pool, the more I'm like, oh, well, these clues point to this. I'm like, I need to work on my. Oh, I'm so embarrassed, but it's fine.
So yeah, older than 10 years because it's 12 years.
The nuttiness is the Heaven Hill.
The nuttiness is the Heaven Hill. But I could never remember having this pistachio nuttiness.
Nuttiness on a Heaven Hill before, ever.
Or when we tried this earlier.
And you said
earlier as in like when we did it on a live.
In a certain mood for this one, and man, when we tried this the first time, I don't feel like I felt that way at all.
No, not at all. Now maybe sitting in this little vial for
and it has been open since January of this year, so
that's true.
But not making excuses, like we both said, we still very much enjoy it.
Yeah,
but it does have some unique flavors
it really does. And obviously we like those unique flavors over the B and the C version of the Elijah Craig.
Yeah,
120 point. Does that say 8? Yes, 120.8 proof. 12 years old, age stated, around $60 if you can find it for that. That's what it should cost.
I am shooketh.
Okay.
My life is a lie.
Well, there you go.
Tell me something nice so that I build me back up.
Build her back up, folks.
Help build me back up for tomorrow.
Build her up.
I need compliments.
Well, I'll say this. Normally when you present your theory, I'm most of the time like, yeah, okay, now I'm on her side.
He's very supportive of my theories.
I'm like, you presented good evidence, now I'm on your side.
Life lesson, don't follow me down my theory paths. I feel like I made a pretty good case.
You did, you absolutely did. I wanted to do the hindsight sip, knowing what it is now, to be like, oh, there you are, Peter. Oh, there you are, Peter. And I'm still having a hard time.
I smell it on the nose now.
I'm like, oh, okay, Heaven Hill nuttiness, gotcha now. But
it makes sense on the nose mostly.
This is not a quintessential Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, I don't feel like. Yeah. Hey, that's where we better leave it.
We better.
If you haven't suggested to us, if you haven't subscribed to us, you can do so by clicking right up here. There's suggestions of other videos down here. Why will they subscribe? One of those. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks.
We'll see you all tomorrow, maybe. Until then, drink more bourbon.
Bye.